Hi there, this is Mr. Kaufman from High Five History, giving you a tech tutorial on how to publish your Google Slides presentations to the web, as well as showing you a couple examples of how you can use this in your classroom to better your teaching and to better your students' learning. So first thing, when you're in your Google Drive and you create your Google Slides presentation, and after you've added all the content and your slide is ready to go, what you're going to do is go up to File, and then about 3/4 of the way down, there's an option that says Publish to Web. And you want to click there. When you do so, you'll get a box that comes up that's going to give you some different options that'll help you to format and set up your presentation in the way that you want. You can link it, right, meaning send a link to the presentation, or you can embed it. Now, with both, you get some options on how the slides are going to advance, meaning how your viewer is going to move through the different slides. And you can have them do it on the click, like they would in a normal presentation, or the slides can automatically move through the presentations like the options here give you. You can change the timing on how quickly the slides transition. So, for example, if you were having a demonstration of your students' work and you wanted to set up computers around the classroom and you wanted people to be able to just walk around, do a gallery walk, and you might say that the slides are going to transition right every 3 or 5 or 30 seconds to give your audience members a chance to see the content. You can also have the slideshow restart at the end of each slide, and again would be great for a gallery walk. Another option down below is requiring viewers to sign in. So for example, for my Google Drive, it's linked to my school account, and often with some of the documents, we would make it a requirement for the student to use their student ID to access it. Right, so that's an option. When you've set it up how you would like to, you just simply hit Publish. Right, it's going to say, are you sure? You're going to click OK. And then you copy and paste the link, and then you can share it any way that you feel fit. So here are some examples of why you might do this. So here's a presentation that I created with a YouTube playlist. Right? So each of my slides represents a different YouTube video that I want my students to be able to use. But I don't want them to go to YouTube. I don't want them to be distracted by all of the YouTube videos. So I've created this playlist. I could share the Google Slides document with them, but then they're going to get this view. And I don't think it looks as good. But when I publish it to the web, and I share the link with the students, right, this is what they're going to see. Right, so they're not going to have access to the behind the scenes, to the slide sorter. Right, they're just going to see the presentation how I want them to see it. And as you see here are the different YouTube videos that are embedded in there. Now, I jazzed up the presentation a little bit by putting in links. So if they wanted to go to the video on medieval homes, they could simply click up there, and it would take them right to that spot. And then right below where I am, it takes them back to the home page. Another way publishing to the web is helpful. Here I've created an interactive Google Slides site. And again, I could share this with the students. They could access all the information, right, all the notes. But if I publish it to the web, it becomes a self-contained, right, interactive slides site, and I'll show you what that means. All right, so they could navigate just by simply pushing their arrows or clicking on it, but by using internal links, right, links within the document, right, I've created this interactive site for them to navigate. Right, they can skip over to the 100 Years of War, and here they have some basic facts, a map, the effects of the war. They could click here, right, and get some of the effects of the war, and then I gave them an option to watch more. Right, here's a video overview, right, of my presentation, and they can always then go back to the table of contents, look up the bubonic plague, or political developments. They can look up the vocabulary. Right, I have a video down here in the left corner that I just found on YouTube from the BBC that I liked, or I also made a video here that I inserted into the presentation. It's also linked to some notes that we took in our notebook earlier on in the year, as well as our school uses Moodle, and I have a Moodle practice quiz here that they could go directly to. So here's, again, a cool way to turn Google Slides into something different. Now, one other way that you can use the Publish to Web feature to enhance your Google Slides is having your students make an ebook. Now, I know that there are plenty of sites out there that do this, but Google is a free and easy way for your students to make their own ebooks. So here's an example. How Zebra Earned His Stripes, and a folk tale by Mike Coffin. So I use just the normal tools, the normal formatting tools that Google has to offer, right? Finding images, right? Using my text boxes and page numbers, right? To create a story. Now you could easily have your students upload their own pictures that they draw by hand into this by scanning it or just taking a picture and then uploading it to their computer. And in this feature, again, it's not very pretty, but when you publish it to the web, it turns it into a storybook. Right, so now page by page, right, their work, right, is projected up on the screen or onto a computer. Right, and again, you could set it up so it auto advances, right? So if you had parents in for a show and tell, you could set these up around the classroom. So there you have it. Different ways that publishing your Google Slides to the web will improve your teaching and improve student learning. I hope you enjoyed.